able to get this now to go through. Alright, so now that I'm through, this will hold everything together. Now if I wanted to cover the outside with the skin, there are a couple of ways of doing that. One way would be to take something like a Cheez-It box. It's nice and thin, very pliable. I would need to figure out what my width is. Take my ruler. Go 1.5 inches. Make a couple of marks on here for 1.5 inches. Set this up. And then make this cut. Should I cut all the way through? Alright, now that I am cut all the way through, I would have this, and I can skin the outside of it. And once I skin the outside, now I would have something nice. Now how do you connect this? So this is where different tapes come into play. This being a cardboard project, I'm just thinking about packing materials. Maybe you use packing tape. Got some like insulation tape that is actually foil based, since it is a robot, or you could just go with your traditional masking tape. So the way that I would approach this is to tear off a length of the tape, place it along the edge, and I'm just looking similar to how we tape down our forest project paintings. I just want something kind of consistent there. And then, since the tape is bending, it is going to want to pucker. So I am not wanting to do that. Let's put this down on the table. Let's just try it this way. I'm going to cut some reliefs into my tape. Ooh. And I'm not going to do it very well, as you can see. It gets my blade. Let me see if I've got a different. That one is definitely not going to do it. Let's see what we got here. So this is a good indicator that my tool is not sharp enough, because it's catching and it's tearing everything. So let's try this. That seems to be working better. So I'll get these cut. Alright, so now that I have those cut, pull out the triangles that I don't need. Alright, so now then I can lay this down on top of here. And I can fold over my little tape tabs that I've created. then what I end up with is something that looks like that. Now I can tape the other side as well once I get it into position. If I do not cut the slits in the tape, I can show you what that will do. So we simply take our tape, we just run it down the length of the edge, and we begin folding it over. You'll notice that in order to keep turning, the tape will begin to pucker in areas. So this just lowers our kind of overall aesthetic appearance. But now we have a nice enclosed form that could easily be placed on top of the box. It would be placed on the side of the box as an ear. It could be placed on the front of the box. So that is one design element to it. So some things to think about with cardboard, and one of the things to think about, like, yes, we use the thin Cheez-It box here, but we could also use a single ply. Now to get single ply to bend properly, we have to know which direction our corrugation is going on the inside. And somewhere in all of this chaos, there's a white crayon here. So you can generally feel, you can generally see the corrugation. This crayon should kind of bring to light which way the corrugation is going. So you can see here the corrugation. That helps us to know which way we are able to bend the cardboard. So let's look at this one. So our corrugation is going this way. You can bend with the corrugation to some degree. You can never bend against the corrugation and to achieve nice rounded elements. So in order to make the corrugation work even better, you can break down that corrugation. You can take something like your scissor handle and you can press it down. And you can break down that corrugation. Now this will help you to be able to manipulate this into a more uniform and round manner. So something like this to keep the color consistent could be used in place of it. Now if you want to experiment with textures, you could use cardboard that you actually pull off one side of the facing. So let's see if we can get this to come apart. So one trick to this is you can kind of pull slowly and you can get it to separate generally. Another thing that you can do is you can actually wet the face of the cardboard, the damp rag, a spray bottle. Let that sit and soak into the paper, and that will help to make this process a little bit easier. So we can see I'm getting a little messy here. Can clean that off. Let's see here. There we go. What this is going to do is this is going to make this cardboard move a lot better. So now this cardboard becomes very, very, very flexible. But now you also have a really nice kind of textural element that you could add to any portion of your robot. So it makes it look like a gear, makes it look more mechanical. All right, so that is all I have for you in this one. In the next one, I'm going to show you some uses of alternative materials.